Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how important lighting is and what a difference it can make on a face. How it can actually fill out the face and hide wrinkles or suck in the face and make it all wrinkly looking and gaunt. So lighting is so important, and it's what can make the difference between aging you 20 years or making you look younger than you are 20 years, which is what we try to do. A lot of people say, why do I use flat lighting and boring lighting? I have all these lights everywhere. Normally, the people that are on YouTube, they're in their 20s and 30s, and they can use pretty much any lighting they want and look okay. So they have one light, and they have the shadow on one side and the light on the other, and they have just one softbox, and that's it. It's called chiaroscuros. If you're an art student, you know what that means. It's the modeling of light and shadow, which gives you a 3D look on your face, which is great if you're younger. But if you're like us, I'm approaching 60, she's in her 50s, you can't do that because you look terrible. You look really old. It really shows your wrinkles, and you don't want to do that. So that's why we use a lot of flat lighting. In other words, a lot of lights wrapping around your face when we go on vacation and take pictures like that. It's kind of like the lighting they use in catalogs, in fashion catalogs. I love studying those. They're a really good inspiration for me. They might be a little boring for some people, but for me, they're quite educational and interesting because it teaches me how to have nice, soft, flat lighting. And one of the ways to do it is to have lighting coming from all sides. Now, normally, yeah, you can have lighting coming right off the camera at your face, but then you have highlights on your cheeks, and it just looks like a deer in the headlights kind of look. So I'm going to show you different types of lighting today and the effects that it has on the face. And yes, she does talk. She's not a she's not a mannequin.
But I'm your model, so I'm just going to stand here.
Right. So she's going to demonstrate or be the now since this is the photography channel and not the health channel, we can get away with showing you more imperfections. If this was the health channel, they say, "Oh, wait a minute, I thought you guys were so healthy." Well, we are, but lighting helps a lot too, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So we're going to show you all the different types of lighting. Right now, we're using the standard lighting in our kitchen. This is the kitchen that we use for our recipe videos, and this is the kind of lighting that I like to use for that, where we have lighting all around, which fills out the face. And the interesting thing is when you have this much light, it makes your face look wider than it is. You get more of a moon face and it looks fuller. And that's why some people sometimes say, wow, you guys use fillers in your face. No, we don't. This is the lighting. I'm going to show you the difference between this lighting and when you use normal standard lighting and how your face looks really wide or really narrow. And the moon face comes from this kind of lighting, but it hides wrinkles, which is why we do what we do. We don't want to look old. So if you want to look younger, use this kind of lighting, but let me show you the difference here. So let me start turning lights on and off, and she will stay here and be a beautiful model, and we'll see the differences. All right, so first let's start with a single light. So let's start with a small basic video light right above the camera aiming straight at the face. This is how you can get smooth lighting when you have almost nothing to work with. But look at the highlights on the cheeks and up here. It just looks like you're shining a flashlight in their face. It doesn't have a nice soft look. Always have the light a little bit above the eyes. That's a more natural light because that's where the sun is. This is a more pleasant lighting for younger people. Again, you're getting shiny spots and the shadows. It's okay. I mean, it's good for basic lighting, but what you want is soft lighting. So I'm going to turn this light off and turn on a single soft light. So now we have a single softbox light coming kind of from the front of the camera, a little bit off to the left. You still get some highlights because it's coming pretty much from the camera, but it's better than the smaller light. All right, so now I'm going to turn on a harsh light on each side of her. This is worst case scenario. This is the lighting you don't want, but I want to show you what happens. Notice the textures showing up on the face. This is what you don't want to see, and this is what good lighting tries to hide. It's not a smooth face. If we turn on a single front soft light, now we start getting more Hollywood lighting. Notice how much thinner the face looks now than when it had the full flat lighting going all around. She has a nice angular, really thin, tall face. And you have the key lights hitting from the back, the hair lights, which you kind of don't want to see on the face. You only want these lights to hit the hair, not the face. So that's why here, let your hair down. Now notice how the hair, when it comes forward, how it doesn't Now it doesn't, these lights don't hit the face anymore, and the face looks a lot more attractive and smoother because the hair is blocking, they're acting as flags to block this light to hit the face. So now that's why you have hair lights. So be careful. If you have an older person with hair lights, you want to kind of hide the light so it doesn't hit the face, but it only hits the hair. So notice how much better this looks than when you pull your hair back again. It's not bad, but it does show your age more when you have the angle, the sides of the face lit up like that. Now, of course, you're going to say, well, that's way too hot. You wouldn't have it that hot. Okay, let's turn it down. It'll still show the same texture. It just won't be as bright and it won't be as dramatic, but it's still there. You can still see it. Let's take these out and put more soft lights in. So now I'm going to turn on a soft light a little more off to the side. All right, this is the lighting setup for a typical YouTuber where they have a softbox off to the side, creating a little bit of a shadow. They have a hair light off on the other side, creating a little bit of rim light here. This works for the typical YouTuber but they're in their 20s and 30s.
Blast them.
Yeah. Now they like it because it has a shadow, creates a nice soft shadowing effect. But we don't want shadows because it shows the lines here and here, and it really shows your age more. So it works for those typical YouTubers who are in their 20s and 30s, but not for us. So I'm going to change the light. I'm going to add a little bit more soft lighting all around. Now the hair light's okay if you have your hair down, but not if it's up. So I'm going to turn that off for a moment, and I'm going to turn on one more soft light from the other side. So it should be a lot more even, and it should help be a lot more flattering. And it does create modeling. If you're looking from the side here, it looks good, but it still shows the age, which is something that in our case, we don't want to do. But it looks good when you're looking right at the camera like this. Notice how thin her face looks. Her face looks quite thin and very chiseled because there's shadow here and here, and the light is only on the front. Now watch what happens when we start putting light on the sides here. So I'm going to add 2 more lights, 1 more light in the middle here. Now we're getting a lot more even flat lighting. Notice there's still shadows under the cheeks and under the chin, which again still gives away the age somewhat. So we want a little bit of fill light coming from below. So watch what happens when I turn this light from below on. It's not much, but it adds a little bit of fill, which really helps. So now we have light coming from below, from all sides. Now all the soft boxes are still quite a bit in front of her. There's nothing exactly on her side. So you're still getting the modeling on the side here, which you don't want. So what you want to do in this case is have a light hitting her from this angle right here to knock this out. So I'm going to put a light directly beside her. So now you have what's called true glamour lighting. The idea is to hide all shadows, to make everything as smooth and airbrushed as possible. Now I know a lot of you don't like this because it's too flat, but again, this is for us, for fashion photographers who are doing catalogs and glam stuff where you just want to have a nice flat face. So this isn't for everybody, but this is why we do it, and I'm showing you the difference how you can. Now notice how the face looks wide. Take your hair down. Now look at that. Look at how much wider the face looks and how glamorous that looks. This is flat glam lighting. Because most of the soft boxes are higher than eye level, you still have a little bit of shading underneath the cheeks here. A little bit of shadow, just a little bit, just enough to give a little bit of text, dimension to it, but not showing the imperfections. And you'll notice from the side, there's a little bit of modeling, but not enough to make it look bad. So you've got kind of the best of all worlds here. Notice how the light is equal with her face. There's a light on the side there.
Is modeling good or bad? It's not that good, right?
And now the final, most important touch to make a face look younger. Here we go. Ready? The smile. That nothing makes a person look younger than a smile. This is what really makes someone radiate and glow. and really add some youth to it. Now look at the difference. Look at the age difference between this and, yeah. Now smile again. See how much younger? Instant. It's like instant. You take 15 years off just from smiling. That is so important. And yeah, right. Okay. And as a final touch, I put a hair light on, so I have a nice little edge light here to make her hair glow and pop. And that's our lighting tutorial for the day, to show you how we do our kitchen videos. This is a typical lighting setup. And you can see the difference, how important lighting is and the difference it makes in making you look older or younger or more filled out just using light. Light is your filler. But you don't need softboxes to get the same look. Check out my video, how to take better family pictures with any camera. It'll show you how to get the same nice soft look with little or no money at all. So if you wonder why my pictures look a little like fashion catalog pictures, there you go. Sometimes we actually do it on purpose. And I'll create some more behind the scenes videos of photo shoots we've done on location. And a lot of this stuff is done without softboxes, so I'll show you how to do that. And, so a lot of people don't understand. They think they see a beautiful face, they immediately go, oh, nothing but plastic surgery. They don't understand true photography. Photography can make the difference of everything. Yeah, plastic surgery helps, but still, lighting is just everything, yeah. So I just wanted to help show. Oh, and those of you who did not see, I have a video on my health channel. Do I have plastic surgery? And it shows the importance of lighting. No, I don't have plastic surgery, but a lot of people think I do, and that's why I made that video. I'll put the link up here or down below, wherever, so you can see that. But lighting and knowing your photography is everything. That is the first most important thing. Everything else is like the optional final touches, if that's what you want to do. But I think all the makeup and plastic surgery in the world isn't really going to help you much if you have bad lighting. You're still going to look like, 50, 60-year-old person with plastic surgery. It's still going to show somehow. It's still going to look kind of weird. Lighting is the magic key factor, I think. I've already said that like 6 times, haven't I?
But it is.
Yeah.
That's true. Drive the point home.
Yes. She actually talks. She's able to speak and
Stop.
say something.
Well, this isn't a recipe video. This is your channel.
She's nervous when it comes to anything but kitchen stuff. She doesn't know what to say. But see, she's capable of saying stuff. She's adorable. Aren't you adorable? Yeah. All right. I'm so happy I have a model in my life. And that's it. I just hope this inspires you a little bit, helps you. I'm sure you already know a lot of this stuff. And this lighting isn't for everybody. I mean, this is for us. We're older people, and we need the softest lighting we can get. The younger people just put one little light on the side and you look fine. The more shadows, the better, whatever.
Yeah, but you'll get here. We'll get where we are soon.
Yeah.
Enough.
When you reach our age, you're going to remember this video and go, oh yeah, now I appreciate what they were trying to say. But for most people on YouTube that are in their 20s and 30s, you're going to laugh at this and go, whatever. But you'll get there, trust me. Life goes faster than you think. All right, so that's our little video for the day. Hope you liked it, and stay tuned to the channel for more cool behind-the-scenes stuff and how-tos and inspirational stuff and, whatever. Anything that has to do with life and photography and fun and
That's it.
all right, see you around the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.